welcome to Trinity Productions YouTube channel, and today we're going to show you a new set of monitors that we received the other day, and they are the DB Technologies DVX12s, and they're the DVX DM12s, and we're going to do some unboxing here and be right back. So here we are, and we've got them unboxed. This is the logo, and we're going to pull out a little bit here and show you the monitor. We've got it just sitting on one of the cardboard boxes that it came in. It is a low-profile monitor. It has a 12-inch Neo driver in it, and I believe a 1.4-inch compression driver for the highs, and it's got a aluminum horn in it as well. And so what we're going to do is open this puppy up. Okay, so we've got the camera on a tripod now, so we can get some views without me holding it. And what I'm going to do is start with the screws around the edges. There are 8 into the plywood case that holds the grill on, so we're going to go ahead and get those out and be right back. So now we've got the screws out, and we're going to go ahead and remove the grill here. The grill has got some maybe 3mm foam behind it, so that if something does get spilled in it, it's not going to go directly into the speaker. Sheet metal gauge on it, probably maybe 20 gauge, maybe 18. On the grill. Now we've got the inner workings of the speaker exposed. We've got the 12-inch Neo driver, a center brace, which is a good idea so that if somebody puts their foot on the grill, it's not going to cave the grill in. And we've got a couple of screen ports here with the acoustical foam rubber. And then the horn, which is a aluminum horn, and the subwoofer are secured in. The subwoofer is secured in with threaded inserts, and the horn is secured in, and that is just got wood screws on it. So what we're going to do is we have to pull this center brace out to be able to get the subwoofer out. So we're going to go ahead and get all of the screws out of the subwoofer and get this center brace pulled, and we'll show you the subwoofer and the inside of the speaker where the DigiPro amp module is in the center of it, and we'll be right back. So now we're just going to go ahead and pull this last screw out, and as you can see, they are fine millimeter threaded. I don't know if you can get a focus on that there. Yeah, now you can see that. So and then they're all on inserts, and we're going to go ahead and pull the speaker out. Okay, and here we go. We had to loosen it a little bit, but now this is the 12-inch Neodyne woofer. It does have a stamped basket on it, and then the wiring on it is just your standard plus and minus for the speaker. It is a 4-ohm speaker that is on there. That is probably so that they can get some additional punch out of the amplifier. And it does have a band all around it, but it looks like it kind of got scrunched up when they put it in to seal it. So before we put it back in, we're going to make sure that that is all pushed down so that we got a good seal around the inner cavity. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to attempt to zoom in, maybe without moving the camera too much, and maybe just reposition this so that you might be able to see the inside. This is the DigiPro amp module. It's got the AC mains coming into it here that feeds the power section, and then the amplifier and processing section, and then the speaker lines out are on a connector so that it can be unplugged should the amplifier module need to be changed out. It does have a fan on it to keep it cool, I don't know if you can actually see that. Maybe we zoom back a little bit. But there is a fan on it right here, and then the bottom of it protrudes through the bottom of the cabinet. I don't know if you can see that, but it acts as a heat sink for the amplifier that is on the bottom of the cabinet, and then they've got some feet on the bottom of it so that it sits off the stage a little bit so that it allows some air to come in around it. It does have a pole socket on it. They've padded the inside with some acoustical dampening material, and the box itself is very well constructed. Like I said, all these are threaded inserts around the diameter of the speaker to hold it in. It does have some threaded inserts on it in case you wanted to fly it, and they've got those in there, and they're on metal brackets and studs so that you can pull these Allen nut bolts out and fly the speaker. Right now we're going to go ahead and pull the horn. So we're going to back the Soul Train up here a little bit and get a better image and start pulling screws on the horn. We're just going to go ahead and pull this last screw here and go ahead and pull the horn out of the cabinet. It is aluminum, and there is the driver on the back of it. Pretty beefy. It's an ART 522 driver, probably out of their ART 522 cabinets. But I'm going to go ahead and pull the leads off it, if I can get them off. Sometimes these things are, there we go, on really, really tight. So anyway, you can kind of see down through the throat. Probably not enough light to see all the way into the driver, but the driver then is bolted to the horn flare and secured, and pretty beefy. We've had these on already and listened to the audio out of them, and they are phenomenal. So hang tight. We're going to put this down and then we'll do some interior shots. So now we pulled the camera off the tripod and we're going inside here. This is the power input, and there's probably some processing on there because it comes in with this ribbon cable into the amplifier. But this is the amplifier assembly that we looked at earlier. Power input to it, the fan that's on it, and then the ribbon cable for the audio input, the dampening material that's in the cabinet around the 12-inch woofer. On the outside, this is what we're looking at as far as the input plate is concerned. It does have an input and a through on it. It does have a attenuator on it and also a mode switch. And then it has power cons, ins and outs, and also a fuse right here. We've listened to it in both the monitor mode and the full range mode, and I like the sound better because it goes a little bit deeper in the full range mode, and for what we've been doing with it, it still gets exceptionally loud without breaking up. These things, we used one of them the other night, and one of the guitarists said, "Oh my gosh, I'm hearing things I've never heard before." So that, you know, to me just speaks volumes as far as the quality of the monitor and what that particular musician has been used to. As far as the construction on it, it's fairly low profile. It's probably maybe a foot tall, top to bottom here, and pull back a little bit here and let you take a look at it. But without the speakers in it, it's pretty light, maybe 15 pounds, cabinetry wise. We do have one that we've got up on a stick right now that we've been using because it does have the speaker pull adapter in it so that these can be used as mains or monitors, and the horn can be rotated so that the flare is more set up for a main application than a monitor. So that's pretty much it. The back of it has the DBX logo routed into the back of it. But again, this is now our second DBX DM purchase. We do have, as you see on our YouTube channel, we have the DM28s, and everybody that has ever heard those are just blown away that can be coming out of a dual 8 monitor. So highly recommended. These things are phenomenal, and if you're interested in some, again, it's DB Technologies. It's their DBX DM12 floor monitors. We've got them, and we're using 4 of them now in our production work. And if you want some pricing on them, give us a call. We are dealers for 25 to 30 major pro audio lines, and DB Technologies just happens to be one of them. We do have a DB Technologies line array, as you'll see on some of the other YouTube videos that we have. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video, and we're going to put this puppy back together. Okay, we're all back together, but before we put the grill on, we're going to make sure we've got audio out of the speakers before we get too far. So let's... We're good? So we're going to go ahead and get the grill on, and that will wrap this video up. And there you have it. DB Technologies DBX DM12. Buy one, you'll be blown away.